friends, Ellen here. Welcome to episode 21 of Ellen's Homemade Delights. Today we're going to make another pumpkin dessert, a creamy and delicious decadent pumpkin cheesecake. Another great recipe for the holiday. If you're not a fan of pumpkin pie, you're going to love this great dessert. Alright, let's begin with the recipe. Alright, the first step we're going to do is make our graham cracker crust. I'm using 1.5 cups of cinnamon flavored graham crackers that I crushed up in the bag using a rolling pin, or if you have a food processor, that would be even better. And to our cinnamon graham cracker crumbs, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to give our crust a little sweetness. And over here I have 6 tablespoons of melted butter that I melted on the stove. I'm going to pour this all over our graham cracker crumbs. And we're going to give it a mix until everything is well combined, like wet sand. Alright, everything's mixed in. So now we're going to do is take our graham cracker crumbs and we're going to put it into our 90-inch springform pan that I lined with foil. And later I'm going to show you what the foil is going to be for. Alright, we're going to pour all this in. And then we're going to flatten the sides real good. Alright, our crust is ready to go into the oven. And I use a measuring cup to flatten the sides up. Oh, it smells so good. I can smell the cinnamon. Alright, so now we're going to put it into a preheated 350 degree oven. And we're going to let our crust bake for 10 minutes. And then we're going to pull it out and let it cool completely. Alright, I'll see y'all back in a minute. Alright, our crust is nice and cool. So now we're going to set that aside. And we're going to get started on our filling. I'm using 2 kinds of cheese. 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. And 2 8-ounce cartons of mascarpone cheese that let it come to room temperature. I just love mascarpone cheese. It'll give our cheesecake a nice, creamier, richer taste to it. 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. 1/8 teaspoon each of ground cloves and ground allspice, plus 1/4 teaspoon of salt. The salt will help bring out the flavor of the pumpkin and the spices. 3 large eggs plus 2 egg yolks. 1 3/4 cup of white sugar. And last but not least, the star of our cheesecake, Mr. Pumpkin. I'm using 1 15-ounce can of puree pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie mix. Alright, in my KitchenAid mixer with the whip attachment, we're going to add our cream cheese and mascarpone cheese and the sugar. And we're going to mix it up until everything is well combined. On medium-low speed. And you see how the cream cheese and mascarpone cheese don't have no lumps in it? That's the key to getting a smooth cheesecake. Make sure everything is at room temperature. And then I'm going to scrape the sides down to get all that extra cheese. Alright, I mixed up the filling. I scraped down the sides. So now we're going to add in, I'm going to turn it back on, and we're going to add in 1 egg at a time. And the eggs is also at room temperature. That's 1 egg. Okay, another one. Okay. Alright, so all of our eggs are mixed in, and make sure you scrape the bowl occasionally. So now we're going to add in our canned pumpkin, cinnamon, vanilla, our cloves, allspice, our nutmeg and ginger, salt, allspice, and cloves, and our flour. And the flour will help thicken the filling real nicely. So now we're going to give everything a good mix until everything's well incorporated. On medium-low speed. Okay, everything's mixed in, and look at that pretty orange color. And I can smell all the spices. OMG, it smells good. Alright, so now we're going to pour our filling into our baked graham cracker crust. We're going to pour it all in. Ooh, baby, look at that. Look at that. So silky and pretty. I wish the holidays was here right now. I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays. Cooking and being with family and football. Alrighty. Okay, now it's time to bake our cheesecake, and we're going to cook it in the water bath, and the foil will help it from protecting the cheesecake from messing up the batter, and you want to fill it up halfway. You don't want to fill it up to the top. And we're going to bake it on the preheated 350 degrees, the same temperature we baked our crust on. And we're going to let our cheesecake bake for an hour and 15 minutes. It's going to be really good, y'all. So I'll see y'all back in a minute. Okay, I've taken my cheesecake out of the oven, and look how gorgeous it is. And you see on top it hasn't cracked. That's the beauty of the water bath. So all we do now is let it cool completely, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for 4 hours to overnight. I'll be back. Alright, our cheesecake is nice and cool. I took it out of the springform pan and put it on the cake plate with some foil for easy cleanup. Look at that beauty. Now, if this ain't a pumpkin cheesecake, I don't know what is. And y'all gonna love this dessert for your Thanksgiving dinner. And I'll post a complete recipe down below in the description box. Alright, I fixed me up a plate, and I just on some caramel sauce and some whipped cream. Doesn't that look divine? Alright. Let's give this a taste. Oops. Alright, get a little whipped cream. Alright, here we go. So rich and creamy. I can taste all the spices. OMG. Y'all definitely gonna love this recipe. Delicious. Well, I want to thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And I want to welcome all my new subscribers, and stay tuned for more upcoming recipes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on my next video. Let's eat.